You guys really have a huge influence on our community, so make sure that you guys give the best and keep growing and keep doing what you guys do.
If you're not improving daily, there's something wrong.
When you have 11 dominant players, you have a dominant unit. When you have 3 dominant units, you have yourself 1 dominant team.
The team shares the same vision. It's time to create achievable goals.
It's bigger than your name. It's bigger than your ego, because you're serving others through touching their heart. And by giving your heart, that's when true impact begins to take place. And seeds begin to get planted in that young man or young girl's life.
There's times where you feel like, man, I need a break today. And that's when you go to your why. Why am I doing this? It's bigger than just myself.
If you're not coaching competition and what that means in the real world, you're letting our guys down.
You want your group or team to be better? Do your one job. Get them better.
Accountability is huge in order for this to change. You got to know what is going on, and you got to lead by what those other guys are doing so they follow you.
You have to build relationships. You've got to build relationships with your coaches. You got to build relationships with your parents. You got to build relationships with the school that you're using the field at. You got to build relationships with the people that you're asking for money, right? It's all about building relationships.
You're going to have players that have never played before or barely even played football. So we want to make sure that we have something solid so they can see something and then put a name to what they're seeing.
A coach will impact more lives in 1 year than most people do in their lifetime. A coach, every single person in here will affect more people in their life than the average person does in a lifetime. So think about that, man.
They only remember what you do in November for a chance to dance in December.
Your why is what sets you apart from everyone else. It's your purpose. It's what inspires you to take action.
Think about the people you are influencing every single day just by being you, just by showing up. You don't have to say a word, just by showing up. How many times have our parents showed up, or our father, or our uncle, or our grandma, or our mother showed up to our games, or a big event, or recital, and just by them showing up, how much that meant to us.
What will you do to be successful on any given day? Not during game days. Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays get you the win on Fridays, or Sundays for that matter.
So if you want to develop as a good coach, you got to be willing to learn. You got to be willing to share too. Because if you can teach it, you know it.
These kids will take what you feed them, and they will learn from you. I promise.
And how powerful it is to know. It's very, 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 very unfortunate here. Okay, as far as I don't want everyone to experience this again. Burying and watching former players might die. Watching them die. And who do they call on when they want to bury the body and lay on the rest? They call coach. They called on me. The worst experience I ever had as a coach-player type of relationship, losing a former player of mine for a very unfortunate situation and circumstances that's out of their control. And having to bury them, that's an honor at the same time as a tragedy.
They called coach. They called coach to put the body to rest. Many of you have that platform, man. Don't take it lightly. Their lives would be changed forever. Your lives have been changed forever because of a coach. More coaches will impact more lives in 1 year than an average person does in a lifetime. Understand that, own that, accept that, embrace that. It's your time. It's your time. Who's going to talk about you when it's time, when it's your time to answer the call, man? I don't want to answer no calls about funerals. I don't want to hear that. It should be the other way around. They should be burying me. They should be burying me. Thank you.